Hey guys, Miss Brooklyn here. Welcome back to my channel, Miss Brooklyn's Journey. In this video, I'm taking you through everything I ate and introducing you to my new favorite keto drink by Four Sigmatic. It's so good. I'm also going to take you through one of my new recipes that I did in the video. So yeah, let's just jump right into it and get started. All right, so it's morning time and I'm making my pre-workout drink, and it's basically a bullet coffee. So here I'm going to show you guys how I make my own creamer, and I use heavy cream, but they didn't have any, so I'm using heavy whipping cream. I'm using the Swerve confectioner sugar as my sugar substitute. It is the best out there if you ask me, that or monk fruit sugar. You're also going to need a little bit of coarse sea salt or just some kosher salt, some vanilla, and make sure your vanilla is a really good kind of vanilla and it's organic, or you can just use regular, like the vanilla stems or whatever. So what I'm going to do is measure out enough for 2 servings, because I'm going to use some later on, as you will see. So I have here about a quarter cup, not even half a cup. Yeah, about a quarter cup, because you only need a couple of tablespoons for each serving. So that's it. I'm going to put it in my pan, and don't mind the pan I'm using. I wanted you guys to be able to see inside of it. I use about 3 tablespoons of the Swerve confectioner's sugar, because I like it sweet. I'm going to put a little bit of salt. You know, you guys know bacon, anything sweet deserves a little bit of salt. So I put about a pinch of coarse sea salt, and I'm going to give it a good mix and start to let it heat through. Then I'm going to add a tablespoon of vanilla extract, and I'm going to let that heat through. I'm not going to let it boil. As soon as I start to see a little bit of simmering and foam, I know that it is ready. And that is how I make my own coffee creamer. It's so simple. I'm going to put that in the cup, and I'm going to let it cool down, because it is piping hot, and you want it cool room temperature. Now what happens is it will coagulate and get really thick. So you can always add more whipping cream or more heavy cream. You guys have seen Four Sigmatic mushroom coffee on my channel so many times before. I like it because it's made with 100% Arabica beans. It includes immune function and support with Chaga mushrooms. It tastes just like coffee, not like mushrooms at all. And it's simple, instant with hot water. It's so good. And you already know it's definitely keto friendly. You guys, Four Sigmatic is having a gigantic sale right now with up to 60% off. I'm going to leave the link in the description box for you guys, as well as any additional coupon codes I have for my subscribers. Take full advantage. The sale starts from today up until the 23rd. It's only a 5-day sale. It's almost up to 60% off. I promise you guys, it is worth it. Okay. You guys know a lot of you guys have tried Four Sigmatic based on my recommendations, and you love it. You guys know. So this is an OG on my channel. When I'm making my bulletproof coffee, this is what I do. I'm adding some of my Kerrygold's butter to my coffee, and some MCT oil along with my hot water, and then I'm going to add a splash of creamer that's already sweetened. I do add a little bit more of monk fruit sugar to my coffee, but let me tell you something, this is probably the best bulletproof coffee you probably ever tasted. I'm sorry, if you know a better recipe, let me know down below and I'll try it. But honey, let me tell you, this bulletproof coffee is the business, and this is what I drink right before I go to the gym. This is my pre-workout. It gives me so much energy. So I'm going to show you guys my post-workout drink and breakfast that I'm making. Before I show you the drink of choice that I'm making, I'm going to also show you the mushroom coffee latte mix. You guys, this is really good. It is keto, organic, and vegan. It includes Maitake and Chaga mushrooms, as well as sweetened with superfoods. So the manuka in this provides stress support as an adaptogenic herb. And this is keto because they use the superfood sweetener lucuma to give it a sweet taste, as well as stevia. And this is really good as well. But today, baby, today, okay, today we are having the chai latte with. Now, up until the point of editing this video, this product is officially sold out. Let me tell you, that's how damn good it is. If you don't get nothing else, get this the minute you can. It's so good. It's vegan, it's organic. I'm gonna tell you guys, it's not necessarily keto because it has palm sugar. It has palm coconut sugar in here. However, this does not knock me out of keto at all. Now, I don't know how you guys do keto or whatever. However, I can drink this and still remain in ketosis and not be knocked out of keto. I do not drink this every day. This is a treat for me, and you guys are going to see how I do it. I just follow the packet directions. a little bit about this: it supports a natural digestive system. It helps with your gut feeling, your tummy feeling good. You guys know I suffer with that. It has spices like cinnamon, ginger. It's a common blend to support occasional stress and full body well-being. It is so good. It's so good. If I do not recommend anything else, get this. I mean, this is like, I like their chai latte, but this chai latte right here, it's so good. It's like they like to say it's like a sweet belly rub for your stomach. It's almost like comfort in a cup. It's so good. I promise you, drinking this makes me so happy. It makes me so happy. I really like this. And as you see, I made it with the same way I made the previous drink, except I did not add the butter, but I did add MCT oil as well to keep my fat content up. And alongside of that, you're gonna see I have my breakfast. I'm showing you, you see these paper plates with the sectionals. This is a good way to learn how to portion control. For those of you that do not know how to portion control and needs help with portion controlling, this is an amazing plate for you to learn how to portion control, or use baby plates, plates for children or toddlers. So I'm just having 2 boiled eggs. Of course, they're organic and cage-free eggs. I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper, and I'm having it alongside with some sausage that I just made in the oven. As well as I'm having some peanuts, a serving of peanuts and a serving of cashews as well. Need my fat content, and I'm getting my calories in for the day, because I do eat low in calories. So that's what I'm having alongside of my drink. Okay. So yeah, this is how I refuel. You guys know I burn a lot of calories in the gym, damn near 2,000 calories. So when I leave the gym, I am weak and I have to eat. Moving on to my lunch, I'm having some leftovers. My mom kind of meal prep for me, and I have here some caramelized cabbage, and it's just I showed you guys how I make my caramelized cabbage. My mom made me some, and so it's just cabbage that's sauteed in a pan until it's roasted. I'm having I'm having half of a chicken breast that is lemon butter chicken, and I'm only having half because, you guys, my mom made me some oxtails, honey, in a red wine reduction sauce. Now, oxtails in a Haitian community is different from Jamaican oxtails. The only difference is Jamaican oxtails is sweet. Haitian oxtails are savory in a red wine reduction sauce. And so because the sauce is very keto approved, my mom made me oxtails, and this is what I'm having. It tastes so good. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. Let me not. Moving on to dinner. So for dinner, I'm making a faux baked ziti. And so I'm going to show you how I do that. This was my first time attempting this recipe. I have my cast iron skillet here in medium heat, and I added some olive oil to the pan. And I'm going to saute a little bit of garlic in this pan right here. Now, I do apologize in advance because my nieces were distracting me and I kept forgetting to show things. So I'm sorry, you guys, because they were hungry and they were watching me throw down in the kitchen because they wanted to learn the recipe, as well because both of my nieces, the 20 and the 25-year-old, are also living a ketogenic lifestyle. So here you're going to see me add some premium high-grade beef to my pan, and I'm going to use half of the family size packet. I don't know how many ounces that is, but I only used half of it. Also to that, you're going to see me add hot Italian sausage to this, and it's already grounded out the casings and things like that. I added a splash of vinegar to just sanitize the meat and things of that sort. This meat is a lean beef. It is a lean beef. I believe this beef was 85% lean and 15% fat, if I'm not mistaken. So here I'm adding, Italian sausage. Now you can add chicken if you don't eat pork, or you can add turkey. Please, by all means, if you see a recipe that I do, please feel free to take the idea and change it to suit your dietary needs. I'm showing what I eat. So I'm gonna start seasoning. I'm going in with the Goya, the Sazon Goya, the orange one with the, with the color. I'm going in with that one, and I'm gonna add half the packet. I don't add the full packet. Next up, I'm going in with the Trader Joe's onion salts. I like this blend. It does not have a lot of sodium, but I do like the blend, and it's really good in food. And as you can see, I was out. I'm gonna add some garlic powder as well because I don't think I added enough, as well as some some chicken bouillon and some Italian seasoning to this. I will also add dry basil and dry oregano, also some black pepper. Now I didn't measure anything out, but looking back at this video, this exact video, watching everything, all the measurements seem to be about a teaspoon to a tablespoon. I'm also going to add a little bit of sea salt to this just to bring up the flavors, and of course some Tabasco. I then go in with red pepper flakes. I add Tabasco and a lot of red pepper flakes because my family and I, come on now, we Caribbean, what up? We eat spicy food. Our food is like, we like spice. I would have added a Jamaican Scotch bonnet pepper, but I didn't want it too spicy because my mom was also eating some, and so yeah. I let that cook down, and now I'm adding my diced bell peppers, red and green, as well as some onions. I use a quarter of each large red bell pepper and green pepper, as well as half of a sweet onion. I'm using Rayo's homemade tomato and basil sauce. If you are doing keto, I highly suggest you get Rayo's or Trader Joe's because they are the best for the ketogenic lifestyle. I made a mistake here. I added half the jar of the tomato sauce, but then I added water. You do not need the water because you do not want this to be too wet. You want it to be thicker. So that was a mistake I made. Like I said, it was the first time I'm making it. You're going to let it simmer off to the side for about 20 to 25 minutes. You want everything to marry well together. In another pan, you guys see me adding 3 tablespoons of Kerrygold butter, and I'm gonna let that butter melt down. And to that, I'm going to add fresh chopped minced garlic, as well as the remainder of my onion that I did not add to the meat. So I'm gonna add, and that's really about 4 to 5 cloves of garlic. I use a lot of garlic. We love garlic in my family, and we cook with garlic heavy, but the food don't be garlicky. It just, the food does, it's not garlicky, but it's good, honey. It's good. And as you can see, I'm adding my the remainder of my onions. Now I'm going to show you a hack. For those of you that do not like making Alfredo sauce from scratch, I'm going to show you a hack. I'm going to add a little bit of my noir chicken bouillon base to this. Really good in the kitchen. Y'all know it's a staple in my kitchen. Come on. I added 1 full tablespoon. I'm adding some Italian seasoning, and that's about a tablespoon as well. And then I'm going to add black pepper. So you guys see the base of what I'm doing. Now, if you took this and started adding your heavy cream, your cream cheese, and maybe your almond flour and your cheeses, you have now made a Alfredo sauce from scratch. However, I despise keto Alfredo sauce. It tastes disgusting from scratch to me because the texture of almond flour or coconut flour does not make the best texture Alfredo sauce. So here's the hack. I bought jar Alfredo sauce from Trader Joe's. Now this is very keto friendly. It is so you guys can have this on keto. So I bought jar Alfredo sauce, and all I did was change the base of my Alfredo sauce because I hate keto Alfredo sauce from scratch, only because of the texture that coconut flour or almond flour have. Y'all know that gritty texture. Come on now, I'm not crazy. This is what you do. To this, I'm gonna add some Pecorino Romano Parmesan cheese. I'm also gonna add Swiss Gruyere. I add a 1/4 cup of each, literally a 1/4 cup of each, and then I go in with the creamy melt Italian blend from Kraft. Now a lot of you guys are like, oh, just shred your cheese yourself. Shredding cheese is expensive. Buying cheese off the block is expensive when you feeding a family, and I'm like, yo, nah, y'all not about to eat through my money. All right, I don't got EBT, okay? Unless somebody want to share, send that number and pin through. You're gonna let it mix down a little bit and add a little bit of hot sauce. Nah, dead ass, somebody DM me their EBT card real quick. Let me go shopping. Anyway, let it blend through. I'm adding a little bit of oregano and basil to this. Now, if you have fresh basil and fresh oregano, please use the fresh stuff. I promise you it will change your life. You're going to let this cook down for about 10 minutes because all you're doing is reheating through. You already did your base. To this, you're going to take your chopped cauliflower. Yes, baby, cauliflower. Now, you guys can see we left them in small bite-sized pieces, but we did not do it too small. You don't want it too small. This is supposed to mimic like a baked ziti. So you're going to add your cauliflower to the mix. and you're going to just incorporate it and let the cauliflower get soaked up in the cream sauce. My thing is, you don't want there to be too much cream sauce and not enough cauliflower. I should have used more cauliflower, but I literally used one head of cauliflower and a half a bag of cauliflower, and I had more cream sauce than cauliflower. Don't make that mistake. Next mistake I made is I added too much sauce from the actual meat. You don't want your meat to be too saucy. You want it to have a nice amount of sauce, but not watery saucy. So I should have reduced my meat sauce down more. So if you recreate this, make sure your meat mixture is thick, almost like a bolognese. That's what I should have went for, like a bolognese texture, but that's all fine. I'm putting a layer of the meat sauce on the bottom. I'm going to top it off with the cauliflower mix. And you want to take a ladle and ladle it on. You don't want to just pour it. You want to ladle it on because you want it to be layered like so. Mind you, my cauliflower is not cooked yet. It will cook in the oven. Do not pre-cook your cauliflower. If anything, if you want to drain excess moisture from your cauliflower, I would suggest you do that. But if you keep everything, all the water low and the creamy content high, you should be fine without doing that. I'm going to add another 1/4 cup of each cheese on top to make the cheese layer. And then I'm going to put this in a 375-degree Fahrenheit oven and let this bake for 1 hour. No foil, uncovered for 1 hour. When it is done baking for an hour, it's going to look like this. Then you're going to let this sit out and rest for approximately 20 minutes. You want it to solidify. You want it to rest. Now, let me show you what it looks like. Mine wasn't done resting. But honey, when I tell you we tore this up, everybody tore this up. It was so good. Like, when I tell you, there was no leftovers, like none. My whole family bodied this whole dish, as a New Yorker would say. The last thing I ate for the day is my keto fat bomb. I had to finish getting my fat bombs up. I made a full separate video for this because I want to show you this fat bomb and walk you through this fat bomb and tell you and basically give you guys the recipe. This is literally a cheesecake keto fat bomb. If you've done any of my boot camps, you know I am a beast with making fat bombs. So look out for that recipe coming soon, you guys. I got you. All right, you all. This is everything I ate today. Don't forget to get your Four Sigmatic products. They are having a massive sale. A lot of things are getting sold out quickly. And the sale started today. This video is going up today. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to thumbs me up. Links and everything is down below in the description box. I love you all. Follow me on my social media networks. And I'll see you all in my next video.